And hello, folks. It is I, Kamikaze, here to bring you the information that you seek, which is the donation event. The physical item donation event, which I just had it like 2 seconds ago. Oh, because sitting there in my lap. I do enjoy my shirt here, the ultimate body armor. Costs much less than, what you would pay on Counter Strike. So, Karambit, top prize, as well as over here, whoops, all this stuff. Whoop, everything's falling still. Headphones, grumpy cats, broken mice, and the projector, but that's under everything. I'm not not about to pick that up. Um, but this video is for two reasons. One, I have been under exaggerating my predicament with jobs and so forth. I've been applying to a lot of places and whatnot, and unfortunately, while I still have hours at JC Penney, which is the retail establishment I'm working at, until it goes under, the problem that is occurring is I have tried applying for like even fast food, which I can't stand working at fast food. I can't stand that environment, the people. It's always bad. Um, they won't hire me because of my current hours, so I have to wait until after this is all over in order to get it. Then the other thing is I had mentioned before that I had gotten another car. Thankfully, I kind of had to borrow the money so that way I was able to get from here to there to here to there on my own without getting assistance. That car is in the shop right now. Why? Because the ignition stopped working. I had the damn thing for like a month. Um, every time I turn around, there's another issue that ends up arising, always ends up costing me monetarily. I am not getting by anymore. I am pretty much missing out on bills and all that kind of crap. Blah blah blah. Sub story, stuff you really don't want to hear, but this is the truth. Um, so I want to do the donation event, and I don't care if I make anything from the donation event. That's not the important thing. But I've got to get this out of the way. Which the only thing I request is if you do donate, donate with the hopes that you're covering shipping costs at least of whatever it is. But this video is for you guys to select whether you want to do envelopes or if you want to go with the top donators. And the top donators, I have, instead of trying to do math, it's going to be if you donate in one donation for the reason that it is much easier to track the ticker down below, which I'll be refreshing this ticker for this event specifically, this thing down here. So that way this will all be cleared off. It will be up to date with your guys' donations from this. It is a month-long event, which means it does not matter when you donate. It does not matter if it's on stream, off stream, or otherwise. It will still show up in the donation ticker, and it will still keep track. So this I planned on announcing it earlier today, but I still couldn't figure out what the hell I was doing. So you guys need to select, and like down below, just comment envelope or top donators. That will, at the end of the day, tomorrow, because it's still the first, I will set up whichever one it is. Well, there's not really a setup for the top donator one. That just means I have to sort the items in order of, I guess, value or want, however that ends up working. Anything that you get from me, since a couple of you have been requesting this, sure, I'll sign it. I'm going to get myself a nice Sharpie, and I'm going to do I'm creating a signature. Well, I've created a signature. I've never used it yet, so I don't know. And I will make sure that everything physical will be signed in one way or another, so that way you have that because you want it. Yeah, so it's a matter of what you guys want. Whether you guys want it to be an envelope, which means you can get anything from an actual physical item, to information about me, which I have not yet shared, or I may have shared. It depends on if I remember what I've shared and what I haven't shared throughout all of that. Or the physical items themselves. And when it comes to the envelopes, I will essentially do live streams specifically for I would draw your envelope specifically on live stream in order to show the world what you get. It'll be from a giant bucket, or it might be a fishbowl with little folded papers. It all depends on what I can scrounge together. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. And I managed to not cut myself too badly with this thing, but it is ridiculously sharp. So as I've said before, if you win this, you're going to have to get onto a Skype call with me and show me you have 18 years or older in order to receive this dangerous tool. It is an actual steel knife that is extremely sharp. And yes, even if you have tons of knives yourselves that your parents don't care or otherwise, you're going to have to get a parent, a guardian, someone who's 18 or older, and I will be mailing it to them, and it will be listed to the parents or guardians of blah blah blah. The reason for that is just for safety reasons. That way I'm not sending it to you, I'm sending it to a responsible, hopefully responsible adult who can then give it to you at their leisure. That's just how that has to go. Also, I will not be mailing stuff really overseas because I cannot control customs depending on the country you live in and so forth. That's just damn near impossible. I can ship anything anywhere within the US or Canada, anything on this continent pretty much. But going overseas, I've looked into it and I can't, if someone won this, this came from China, but this barely came from China because apparently shipping this stuff out of China, China frowns upon it. Go figure. I wonder why. Sharp objects. Poke, poke. Stab, stab. So I apologize on that, and I will always try and get stuff figured out. But if anyone overseas still wants to get prizes, since there's only a few of you, I apologize. It's mainly because there's only a few of you. I can still do live streams with you, play a game with you, and other kinds of things like that. So if you still want to donate and help out, you can do that, and I can definitely accommodate you in some way or another to give you at least something, because I like giving stuff away. I may not be able to always give away digital items, which I was hoping to be able to have some skins, but I am completely drained of all of that for now. I'll figure out a way at some point in the future. Also, on the other note is, if you didn't know, my game, If One Thing Changed, has been released to the link below at the itch.io or itch.io or whatever the heck it's called. I don't know. I've never actually heard the pronunciation of it. But as of right now, the game has been viewed 137 times. It has been downloaded 35 times, and it has been purchased once for $2.99. Since it is a name your own price, you can pay anything between 0 and whatever the hell you want. So I give you the ability to, if you play it, you like it, you can purchase a copy for whatever amount you wish to pay, what you think it's worth. Even if you think it's only worth a penny, that is completely up to you. And I think that's just the way I would prefer it, because I don't want to force anyone to pay something. And I kept trying to get myself to do it like I deserve it or I've earned it or something. And I think that no matter what game I make, it's probably going to land on the same thing. The only time that I'd probably ever charge for anything is if I had to pay for something. But I didn't have to pay for anything. I just had to make it out of my own brain. And that's how that's going to work. So the event goes on all month long. Tomorrow, I want you guys to select, or tonight, whenever you watch this video, I want you to select what kind of giveaway it will be. One of those two options. Or if you happen to have a third option that people thumb up like crazy, I'm all for it. But I'm trying to think of the best way of shipping this stuff because, one, it's taking up space. I got lots of things back here, and it's also going to include a little radio helicopter. It's going to include other kinds of things. I'm pretty much going to gather absolutely everything and put it in order, and then just start at the end of the month. Start with well, if it's envelopes throughout the month. If it's the top thing at the end of the month, I'm going to start from the lowest donator winner all the way up to the top one. And I will try and give away consolation prizes and so forth for anyone who doesn't win stuff to the best of my ability, but there's no guarantees because I want everyone to win, but obviously everyone can't win, and it's really difficult to try and get everyone to win. And if I try and do that, then it's going to make my head explode. But right now it's already making my head explode, but I really want to do this giveaway because I've been putting it off for frickin' ever. Yeah, so I'll catch you guys later. Fun to chat at you in the Discord. Make sure if you had fun, subscribe, comment, do all the fun things. Share this crap with your friends. And I will catch you guys next time. Boop!